had about 30 inches of water in the building, just enough to really devastate everything inside. We were able to save all the memorabilia on the wall because the water line came right up to the base of the chair rail. So we were able to save the memorabilia, but it gave us an opportunity to reimagine Southside with the vision we had to freshen it up, and gave us an opportunity to do something. It was the same, but it was different. And then, of course, about 3 months later, we had an electrical fire right before we opened up. That completely burnt it to the ground. So that was a double whammy for us. Still rebuilding our homes, trying to get the restaurant open, trying to get our employees back to work, which we feel like we had a commitment to, and to the people in Slidell that were living in their trailer park, in their trailer homes, and eating MREs still, So I think all of those things motivated us to get back open. We were the first place to open up on this side of town, which was the most hit, obviously. It took on the most damage. So I kind of feel like we were a beacon over here to get to have people energized to rebuild their homes and their businesses. We had quite an influx of people from different parts of Louisiana that moved over here. And of course, you can see all the progress, the new business that has come up recently to accommodate all of those people that moved over here. And I think it just shows the resiliency of the people that were here, that came back and rebuilt, and I think showed a lot of people around, not only around the state, but around the country, that we can stand up to this and come back and rebuild from it. So I think people can look back at what happened in Slidell and the New Orleans area and how people came back from that and use that for their own motivation.
To me, it was an obstacle, but we got in here the very next day and started gutting the building out. It took us 3 days to get everything out of the building. We piled all up in the street for the city to pick up, took inventory for the insurance, and immediately started scrubbing walls, painting, putting new floors down. I was fortunate I did not have to wait for the insurance money. We started right away. And to my surprise, within 5 weeks we were back in business. And with 8 weeks we were pretty well fully stocked again. It was, hurricanes are never a blessing, but for us it did give us the opportunity to completely revamp the building, build it to where it was more efficient. It would take a lot more than a hurricane, to get me down. The motivation was we had a strong customer base. I took it as just a major cleanup. We've been in business since 1944, so I had no intentions of giving up. And we'll be here after several more hurricanes. We're seeing people that have moved back. That's the greatest thing. I'm starting to see a lot of old customers moving back. It took a few years for them to get back, but they're coming back. Everybody seems to be working together, especially here in Old Town. Most of the buildings are really starting to shape up. Business is good, so I think everything's going to be fine.
The first thing that comes to mind, obviously, are the people that came to St. Tammany and decided to stay. They changed their lives. They moved here. Business people, the children in school. It changed us a little bit, the demographics, obviously, but St. Bernard, for instance, it's just wonderful having the influx of people from St. Bernard, and they're hardworking just as St. Tammany-ites are, and I think they were comfortable here because they had the same type community that they had to leave. So when they came to our community, they saw, wait, this is like more like home than someplace else might be. So they opened those businesses. They started working as hard as they could, and they're a big part of our community now. Everywhere we go, everywhere we look. So I think that's the main thing that I see the result 10 years later. I still see people, and a lot of them moved to specific communities together because there weren't enough houses. But those subdivisions that had homes that had been built that were just waiting to be sold, they were snapped up. So whole groups from different areas would buy several homes. So they were able to keep their feeling of neighbors still being together in some cases that didn't happen. We've had a few emergencies since since that. Obviously Rita came, and then the oil spill and a few other things. And we knew we were going to be okay. We knew we would get through it. We knew that we would be better after the fact, after we went through it, because what Katrina taught us.
As bad as it was, you know that things happen for a reason, but to watch people be resilient and come through that was just amazing.
I believe Hurricane Katrina certainly brought the business people closer together. We do look after each other a lot closer now. That's a real good thing. Our friendship has grown a lot stronger, and we're resilient. You know, Hurricane Katrina was not the first time, and it won't be the last time. And we'll survive. We're strong.
I think it taught us that we are resilient, and I can't think of too many things that could be worse than what we went through, and today we're better. So I think that gives people a sense of whatever happens, they can make it.